And welcome back to Career Build Series, episode 179. And so I worked on the train a little bit, got some of the problems quote unquote solved. We'll see what's up. So, for example, let's start it up. Let's go ahead and go forward. As you can see, I set my speed to what I want. So, about 7.8. We get close to that. Then I want to go in reverse. I'm going to drag it all the way down to a negative speed. And so what I did was I kind of work with the brakes. So we go hard on brakes right around 0 meters per second, and that helps it so it doesn't stall out. Also worked in the clutch a little bit. So it's working well, able to easily go forward and backwards. If you remember, one of the reasons I swapped out from the throttle to this these forward reverse is because I wanted to be able to. It's going to be a lot easier to sync the panels, so that's why I did that. So let's go ahead and let's keep doing some work on this. So it is operating forward and backward. I'm still not going to put the side panel on. That's a pain. Every time I put that side panel on, it seems to cause me problems. So let's start working here on a connector. All right, let's put a connector on the front. All right. And I'm just going to copy out the back. So I kind of want to get this set up to where it needs to be. And so let's do paint and everything else in here. The sooner I can get this at least serviceable, I can get it into the career build series. So I don't like that there. So I'm going to fill this area in here. And so I think what I'm going to do is just put a pipe like that, and then I want to grab a couple, I think like that, and then, oh, symmetry, why aren't you on? My mind was not working well this morning trying to get this done. Let's see. So I've kind of thought about it off screen a little bit, got some of my problems fixed that I was having, and so things are going a little bit better now with figuring these things out, getting them going. All right, so there we go. That should allow me to have that go back and forth. Let me check these. They're at 5%. Let me see if I can manually move it with my guy. So I kind of want that sitting in the middle. I have infinite electricity on. That's a problem. So let's take that off. I shouldn't be... Okay, so... Can I push this now? I'll figure it out in a second here. Yeah, see, I'm pushing it. Okay. So that's what I want. Yeah, when that's powered, you can't do that. So with infinite electricity, that causes problems. So that's good so far. So let's put some bumpers on here. So again, I'm going back to my reference material. I'll bring that up so you can see it. So you see there's some bumpers in the front here. Like this is a good view here. So it's really flat front. And it has a couple bumpers there. And so I'm kind of going to use that reference material as what I'm looking at. And start to work on the front. So, kind of got a lot of the mechanics running the way I want to. It was kind of definitely pulling my hair out there for a little bit, but, doing better now with getting this moving. I don't want it there. I really want it here, but I might run into problems because I have this other bumper there. What I could do is, what I think I'm going to do is this. Take this one, cut this, move it down one. Okay. Paste that. Grab this one, cut this one, move it down one. So, once I get this front situated, I can then, just copy it and stick it in the back. So that's going to go like that. That's going to go like that. All right, and then what I want to do is I just want to take a block here. And this will go like that. And so that's going to now push those two bumpers to keep it in the middle. And then that opens up space here for me to add bumpers in here. And so let's see. Let's try right there. Let me grab these. All right, so I don't want these to exceed, so let's maybe go back one more. I don't want them to stick out beyond where the attach point, or where the coupler is, because that's going to cause me problems. So go like this. Okay. Okay. Why am I not painting? There we go. Okay. Let's spawn that, see how it looks. These are at full 100% pressure. I might dull those down a little bit, but that should allow me to, have those work. I can still push them back if I need to a little bit. I have a little bit of space in there. Go back one space if I needed to. But so that's set up. Let's go ahead and let's double check. Let's check all our paint in there. I don't know if I want that block there anymore. Kind of don't think I do. Kind of keep it open. I don't mind that open. Let's paint this. I wanted this color. Thank you very much. All right, so that is there. And let's go ahead and throw this on the back. So let's check the last little bits of paint like this here. And then this is going to be there. And then, so that should hopefully be able to be copied. Yeah, hopefully should be able to copy this. Let's see, does that look good like that? Nah. Okay. So I should be able to duplicate that and put it on the back. So let's go ahead and we'll grab all of this all the way up to here. And let's grab all the way out here. And so I don't need, let's see if we can move this one to the left there. Yeah, I don't need that. So let's go down. All right, so all this can be grabbed and copied, flipped around, and pushed onto the back of the train. There we go. That makes it nice and easy to get some continuity between the sides. Let's see. All right, so that's pretty good. Let's work on our railings here. So let's do a quick measurement with some pinky blocks here. So that is 37. Okay. And then whatever color this is, I'm going to grab this gray color. Start making the railings look better. Okay. So I actually want to remeasure this. It should be 36, but I'm kind of trying to figure out how I want to set this up. All right, so that's 36 now. Let's go back to pinky blue. We can keep it this color. That's 36. So I don't have an exact half, but what I can do is I can go in even increments. So we'll do every fifth maybe. So 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then what's this in the middle? 1, 2, 3, 6. So I don't quite care for that where it is. I should have been doing them even at the same time. So let's go. And then what's the span here? That is a 6 span there. So that's not too bad. Yeah, that's pretty good there. So let's do that. Doesn't have to be perfect. All right, so that's in there. Let's go ahead and we can delete off our measuring blocks there. Let's delete this here and we'll grab another one. Probably gonna change the color on these railings. I don't really care for the color all that much. Probably go darker. Let's measure here. That is 9. So that is good. So there's 5 right there. All right. So that works well for that. Let's see, what's this widthwise? That is 9. There is 5. Beautiful. And we're good there as well, so that's nice. That worked out pretty well. So I'm actually not too keen at putting that in the center. What I think I'll do is, that's 2 and then 3 in the middle. That's a 1 block. I think what I'll do is cut it here. Yeah, I think that's going to be better. I think 1 looks weird. So I think doubling them up like that looks better. Yeah. So I think that will look better. There we go. Yeah, I think that looks better like that. I really don't like the color of these bars, of these railings, so I should be able to color swap. See, and that's the only thing I have, that this color. Let's go 1 lighter than that. That's better, I think, like that. That's pretty good there. Didn't need it too dark. That can go, and this can be replaced. Oh, color swap is the devil. There we go. All right, good. So let's go ahead and put the... I want to put this wall back in, but I've had so many issues every time I put this wall in. I need to take the wall back out. Let's do a little bit of paint in here. Bucket that. And then bucket that. And then let me paint. I'm going to paint by hand on this. It's annoying, but I do have symmetry on, so it won't be too bad. Kind of make it kind of dirty looking in here. It is the engine room after all. Don't do that, please. Paint what I'm asking you to paint. Paint what I want, not what I'm actually asking you to paint. Let's put it that way. Okay, yeah, there. Okay. I could probably do bucket now and not cause ruckus. I was afraid I was going to paint my floor up front. I still need to do cooling, so I'll get on that in a second here. Let me make sure I didn't... That's fine. I wanted the floor that color anyways. I just want the the rails there, that the edges, that red color. So that's good. Let's go ahead and put cooling in here. So that is fluid out, fluid in. That's a starter now anyway. So that's a starter now anyway. So this is going to be cut. And we'll face that the other way anyway. So, okay, good. Let's do a radiator. Let's do... I can't do a 5x5 directly there. Can I put it here? Please get out of my way there, whatever I'm interfering with. So what am I hitting when I'm putting it here? How am I interfering with that? That's the question. Oh, symmetry is how I'm interfering with that. So I think I'm going to do 3 buys. Okay, so I need to put in a cooling manifold anyway. All right, let's go ahead and that is what, fluid out. Let's go like this instead. This should be running a pretty low RPS anyway. All right, so let's do this. I'm going to try to come up with something interesting to do for cooling here. Let's see if I can do it with this very thin roof line I have. I'm going to do like multi-stage cooling. We'll see if it is an absolute disaster or if it works all right. Okay. All right, so that's going to go through there, and then let's see what else I have for cooling options. So I think the heatsink I think is too large. Fluid heatsink I think is, well, maybe it isn't. Fluid heatsink should work. What side do I want it on though? I think it's the other side. I think like that. Nope, I had it right the first time. I'm just kind of doing a multi-stage system here. If it cools like crap, I will take it out. And right about, I'll cut it into this wall. Seeing this one wall needs to be moved back anyway. Okay. All right, good. So let's go verticals on that. All right, so that's good. And so that's where that's going to connect. And then go ahead and I will paint this, oh, wrong color, that color. And then you go that color as well. All right, so that'll be my cooling there. So it's going to go in here. And then it will go all right, like that. And then I kind of want this sitting on engine mounts. So again, a lot of this is just for my own desire to have things kind of realistic. Keep clicking the wrong one because my window's minimized a little bit. Right, and we'll see if I need any sort of boosting. We'll see what the temps get up to. If the temps, the temps haven't been crazy on this, so I kind of have to. We'll see if I need increased cooling, I'll increase cooling. If I don't, I won't. All right, so that's going to fit in there nicely. Let's do some engine mounting here. So very simple. All I'm doing is going to click on symmetry again and just do some blocks for this to sit on. Pretty simple. So we'll do the back. Like so. Pretty simple. Okay. Not complex at all. All right. I'm hoping this sucker is. Every time I put this wall back on, I have an issue with my engine that I need to look at it. And so hopefully we're good. Okay, so that's in there. I think I kind of, do I want some engine access doors? Part of them I want louvers. So that should probably be paint blocks for the louvers. I could kind of cheat a little bit and do fluid ports, save me some time and some aggravation, but could also kind of paint in some doors, I think. Let's start painting in some doors. So let's grab some paint blocks here. Paintable sign. I just want to make sure it was an indicator. All right, so I'm kind of looking at it there. They extend down in the yellow, the access hatches. And actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to save myself some time. Let's go ahead and save this. Let's go ahead and load up the Mac-R. It's always nice when you have some detailing work you can just take from, like this. I grab all of it, and I can decide how much of it I want. Okay, let's load in the loco again. All right, so let's go stand them up on end. And so I'm kind of trying to get a good zoom in to look what these doors are. So some of them are louvers, some of them are access hatches. So let's kind of paste that there, and I'll start fixing the paint here. So I want my interior paint color here. Bucket that. And I'll just do white on the sides. All right, and then I'll fix these corners when I figure out where it's going to sit. So those are kind of my louvers. They are kind of horizontal louvers, though. I might, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to, instead of kind of chintzing this, I'm going to make it, I'm going to do it right. So, yeah, I think I'm going to do it right. So it has a lot of louvering on there, so I need to kind of... So I'll make a couple louver panels, then it has some non-louver panels, so let's go like this. And then there's going to be a lot of repeating of these on there. So that I need for the top. Let's go to... I'm going to go all the way up. I'll paint one. Might be a little extra work, but I'll copy where I can. Okay. And so what I want to do here. So I want to go... I want to find this color here. What color did I use? Can't recall what color I used here. So I'll take it in here, and I will maybe go just a shade off, like that. And we'll bucket this color here. Or we'll do this. Oh, I don't want that. I want... Alright, so that is good. Let's go ahead and start taking this new color here. And I'll start drawing an outline. So it's not dark enough to see the difference. I can swap the color out in a second here when I decide how I actually want it to be. I just need something with enough contrast I can see it. And so that'll be my green outline. Then I need to take this color. I need to kind of darken that up a little bit. Alright. So it'd be pretty, you know, faint detailing here. Alright. And then I'll grab this color again. Now I like it closer there. All right, so some of them we have louvers. So definitely a gap in there. A little extra work hand painting it from the start, but hopefully I get it. Probably do 2 different door designs. That's kind of how it has it on the train itself. It has like one that's half louvers, half panels, and then it has the other panels. So you'd open up these panels to access the engine, and then the louvering is allows airflow in there for cooling. So again, I am going to change the colors here of this brown probably. I'll see how I like it, but I think I want more green than this brown, but we'll see. So this is going to be interesting here with I have a louver right there. So I think, so the louvers only go halfway down, and then it goes into panel. So the panel, I should be able to hopefully, see how I want to do this panel. Let's look at it, see how it looks. Actually, let me do an outline here. Then I'll do the actual access panel here. Okay, and then I'll kind of draw the panel lines down here, and then it'll meet up to the bottom with the other color of where the panel is. So it's, again, it's just showing relief essentially. Don't do that, please. And then the whole area is going to be colored in the middle. It's just I need to get the colors right before I do it. So that looks reasonable. Kind of want to make a that looks reasonable the way it is. Let's spawn it and let's just kind of look at it in the world. Yeah, you can kind of see it there. It's not too bad. So the color needs to change a little. The yellow's fine. The brown needs to be more green. So I'm going to take my browny green here, which I think, is this the right color? Okay. So this is it here. I need to kind of just tweak it a little bit. Okay, that's better, I think. The yellow is fine. I don't mind the yellow. Let's spawn that, see how I like that. Should just be like a little bit of detailing. So that's pretty good there. I like that. I don't know if I'm going to prefer if I actually put in fluid ports though. So that's the thing, is this kind of looks painted on and crap. So what I'll do is I'll put next to it what a fluid port design would look like. And then what else do I have I can use as an accent here? So see, that is 3 wide. That's a little bit excessively large. Is there something else I could stick in there? Put sliding hatches, but those are big too. I say there's more decoration. I would love a good decoration pass just so that we have more parts to decorate with. Would be kind of cool. See what we have here. Yeah, I can't think of much in decoration that as many people to just use. So like that could be even better, I think. Let's do this. Let me try this. If I don't like it, I don't like it. A little bit of, quite a bit of cutting here, but and we're just working around this pipe, so that's not a big deal anyway. All right, let's go ahead and let's paint. Oh, don't do that. Come on, man. Color swap on again. I hate that. Really do. All right. Symmetry's on. Excellent. I was just looking. I'm like, oh my god, if symmetry's not on, I'm going to be so sad. Alright, so this will be kind of cool too if I actually put in these radiators, because you can see through the radiators, so that really gives you kind of a cool effect where you can see, really what's going on in there. And then I'll probably change the wall color. I don't want it that light if it's going to be visible. Alright, so let's grab these radiators. And so the top section is going to be radiator. And then I need to put the stripe in. So let's go ahead and fluid port is not going to work for me. Hatch is not going to work because of the yellow. The yellow kind of screws everything up. I think I want this inverted as well. But what I can do is use the small fluid ports here. Okay. So kind of work with that. I don't know how much I like it or not. I'll get a couple duplicates going here, and see the benefit of this though is I can paint the yellow across there and I can keep it contiguous. Skip this one. Paste, okay, and then I will grab all of this, copy that, and then the only thing I have to do is delete the that one set of pipe off there. What is causing me problems here? I already have one in there. Okay, that's fine. Merge that. And this doesn't need to be, don't do symmetry, you ding dong. Okay. This is asymmetrical, which is always a pain. Okay. So that's not bad there. And then I'll put hatches in to work on like the opposite cylinders. I want this green color. Let's do that. There's sliding hatch. There we go. Okay, and then we'll skip that one there. Okay. Let's put some block back in here and see what this looks like. I don't love it, I don't hate it. It's not bad, I don't think. Symmetry's of course not on when I was painting and doing that. That's awesome. But what I'll do is I'll grab from here to the end and then I'll just do that. And I'll just leave that in there. I don't care enough to take it out at the moment. And the whole engine bay, because of the light colors, are going to get... I'm going to bucket this down to maybe that. Because this is just a engine room. It doesn't need pretty paint. And can I color the back of this without coloring the front of it? No, I can't. Okay, that's fine. Those I can, but I don't care again to screw it all up for that. So that looks pretty good, I think. Let's yeah, I want to put something in here, but I don't know if I want it to completely gap out there. Let me try something here. Let me grab this and see what it looks like if I put in. What am I skipping here? I'm gonna do another skip spot too. Then that hatch half goes in the wall, but that's fine. Okay, good. So they're just like access ports. So it's kind of cool. You can open them up. You can look in there. Kind of neat. And then, so is this backwards? It is backwards from the other side. That's actually kind of the way I don't mind that because, you know, this way you could work on the cylinder on the other side that you can on this side. So that's kind of asymmetrical and cool. Okay. So let's put this in the world. Let's see how I like it. Yeah, I like that. That's not bad. See the engine, a little bit of interest. This needed to come down one. This ladder here, or this whatever you want to call it, staircase. There we go. Yeah, these are just too high. Oh, come on, what am I doing here? These are just too high now. Yeah, I'll move all of them down. All right, so again, you know, I want to get this to, it doesn't even need to be 90%. I want to get this operational, and once it's operational, I can then use it in game. You know, it stalled my gameplay out a little bit because I really kind of realized that I'm going to need the ability to do some moving a lot of ore via rail to be efficient. And so, you know, with thinking of that, I needed to get in here and, you know, build for that. And so I kind of had to take a little building jaunt here to do that. And symmetry could have been on for that. Would have been quicker, but it's not a big deal. Okay, so that's pretty good, I think. What's there? What do you? You need paint. The nice thing of some of these dark colors is it makes it really pop when something's not painted correctly, and you can fix it. So it's looking pretty good. It's running reasonably. Again, reason 9,000 why I hate the paint bucket is it paints stuff you don't want to paint, and then I just spend half my time going back and fixing it. And so that's why, you know, people are always saying use the bucket, and it's why I don't use the bucket is I find I'm having to fix it, you know, half as often as you know, it takes me just as long most of the time to use the bucket than, You know, like if I'm painting a ship or something that's absolutely enormous, I will, but, you know, often I can't be bothered with using it on other stuff because it ended up taking me longer. So, you know, like I need to, you know, kind of break it up here to not color all this in the back. So it's like now that still did it, which is obnoxious, you know. So it's like that's why I just don't even bother with the paint bucket half the time, and I just, you know, it doesn't take me that long to hand paint it, and I know it's where I want it. Okay. And so I want to get this running so that it's operational. And so let's check this panel here. Okay. So this is off center there. Okay, good. All right, of course I can't do the door, which is too bad, but whatever. Okay, let's try this. Do I wedge these? Is the question, I think. Yeah, I think I do. It's a little bit harsh in here, and especially in game, you know, corners feel very sharp, so you know, kind of smoothing these out a little bit, I think will give me a little bit of feel a little less sharp in here. All right, that's good. So that's better. So we have a couple control stations. You know, this isn't like a hanging out train. This isn't, you know, we don't have sleeping quarters or anything else in here. This is very much a utilitarian train. And so you know, I'm just kind of looking for any other things I kind of need. I kind of want to put some accent in the windows here, so I think that maybe. Yeah, I think I'll accent out the windows a little bit. See if I hate it. Yeah, I hate it. Yeah, I don't like it. I think it's better like this. All right, so then this panel here, is this the definitive panel? I don't think it is. So what I want to do is I'm not going to screw around with two gauges. There was something I wanted there, but at the moment I can't think of it. So is it 3 here is going to be set speed. It's going to be negative 30 to 30. Okay, these are just duplicated, and then so I don't even need to move anything inside the microcontroller. And then this here is going to be maybe I'll just do flip switch lights. 16. Yeah, flip switch would be lights. All right, now let's look. We need lighting in here for me, so I need a and kind of want an amber light, I think. See how this looks at night. There's not much of this that needs, you know, this is the nice thing about this being a pretty tiny area is that I don't, you know, I should be able to do a player sensor and do that. So let's look at it. So shut infinite electricity off. Okay, I like the amber light. All right, so that's kind of cool. I'll put a little seating station in here so you can kind of sit. . was thinking of putting a control handle in here. But it wouldn't sit in place anyway. It'd be a mess. And mainly it was just to be able to look in third person. So let's go. Do I want that or do I want a full-size seat? I think I want a little jumpy seat. So let's do this. So it's going to be the opposite direction. So for example, we're mostly going to stand at this window facing forward. We're mostly going to stand at this window and facing there, and then rearward. So the seats will be rearward. All right, and then what I want, door frames. Yeah, we'll do kind of I have a brown that I often use for the seats. Brown there. Where's my door panel corner? Door panel corner. Okay. Padded seat. Okay, padded seat's going to touch that panel, but that's fine because this can slide forward one. Okay, so where's my seat now? And I want a flashlight. First aid kit. What else? I think that's good for there. All right, so that's a good seat there, I think. Pretty simple. All right, so starting to get this set up here and looking pretty good. Here, I have a little place to sit. Again, this isn't like this is Soviet era. They didn't care if you're comfortable. So this is just kind of pretty simple and easy. If I delete this panel, I know I'll need it again. That's just the way that these things work. I'm trying to think. Do I like this roof line? Now I want symmetry. Maybe fix this really quick. A little bit sharp for me, but again, that's the game too. That's how it's set up. Let's get the right color first. Wedge 4s. Let's try 4 wedges and see how this looks. And then put in 2 wedges here. I think that might look better. I'm already kind of digging it, I think. Can you dig it? And I think the answer is yes. Yeah, I like that better. That's less sharp. That's good. Yep, that's good. The real one's kind of Oh, come on, get out of there with that nonsense. All right, there we go. And just a little bit of fixing in here now. That added headspace there. I don't need the headspace. I really want... Actually, I should be able to cut through all this and increase my roof here. Yeah, that's what I'll do. So this kind of the working area is going to be have a larger roof. So this will cut that and push this up one. Okay. All right, that's good there. And this will just take, again, some of the sharp edges out. All right, so I'm starting to like this a lot. What happened to my windows? What happened to that? When did I delete my lights? I deleted my lights when I did this. There we go. Okay. Annoying. I just didn't want to have to build them again. I was getting repetitive rebuilding stuff, so. Alright, so hopefully this will be pretty functional, and I already have a bunch of rolling stock, different trailers to use, so should just be able to use those trailers. I don't need to, might need to modify them slightly, might just quickly do a color swap to get different colors in there, but that's pretty simple and easy, and so I don't have to make a lot of cars for it. I need to work on the connection system here. But that's pretty good there. That gives me a little bit more headspace in there. I like that. All right, so let's do some more detailing here. This here, where do I want this? This will be, let's paint this. What's my color in here? This? Okay. You get painted that color. Cut this. This will go in here. Alright, that is sticking through into my room. I don't want that, so let's go over here. Okay. Alright, so that's good. I'm just deleting this. I can call it back if I need it. And then this isn't smoothed IRL, so I was almost thinking of smoothing it, but it's not smoothed IRL, so I don't want to smooth it in-game. Alright, so that's not smoothed in-game, so I'm not going to bother with it. Alright, so there are some piping details on the roof, so I think they're they do it in the regular paint color. I think I'm going to do a darker accent color because I think I'm going to do it a darker accent color because I think it would be a little weird to I think it would just look better in a darker accent color. There's not enough contrast on this build, so kind of having some different colors for contrast I think is good. Okay. So some of that helps, I think. Add a little bit of interest in there. Right, that, and then I want to go over the top of this. Alright, so that's pretty good, and then they have some in the front too, so let's see. If these would fit, that would be convenient. Grab the wrong arrow. Makes more work for me. Let's measure this. It's a 9. Was that 9? 10. So 9's here. So that's 8 in the middle. So let's go 2 in. So 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. Let's go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, essentially there. And then this is there. And that one has to bridge because nobody will see it. Okay. I'll put T pieces here. Oh, come on, man. Make life easier, please. There we go. All right, so we're getting there. All right, so that's starting to look really good. Let's finish it up here and merge these. All right, so that looks really good. So we're starting to get really good detailing on here, and that's really kind of make the build come together nicely. All right, so I need to finish up kind of some of this panel business. All right, so we need to do some renumbering here. So this here is so the 4 should be, light should now be a push button, and I'm going to need the push button just because, you know what I'll actually do? I don't need, so I'm going to do an arrow button. Let's do lights, forward lights. So this will only control the forward lights. So all the gauges can be the same numbers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to daisy chain through the next set of panels here. So do I have them in here? Okay, I do. So let's go ahead and fix this daisy chain. So this goes... So what do we have here? 1 goes up to the panel. That's fine. To 1, to 1. This one goes there. And then this goes here, so no. So now the panel needs to go... Panel needs to go to here. All right. And panel 1 needs to go to here. Okay, so now I need to fix the numbers. So anything that's a button or a switch, except that light switch, frankly, is going to need to be renumbered. So see, actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this a little differently. I'm not going to completely mimic this panel over here. I don't need, like, I'll make it so you have to start the engine on one side, but you can control a lot of the controls. You can read a lot of gauges. So I'll put engine start on one side. This here will be 4 will be, the panel's backwards too. I hate it when it does that. What am I doing? Why? I'm reading this panel, am I not? Okay, no, that's fine. Rear lights. Okay, so these need to be renumbered. So rear lights is going to be, let's do them in order here so we don't screw this up. So what are we at here? 16. So I need to kind of go after this methodically. So I don't need master power anymore. So that's going to be a none. I don't need engine start stop. I'm going to leave that on the other side. So that's going to be a none. Starter engaged. I don't need really. And what's this 4th one? Track switcher. I do need a track switcher. That's going to be a push button. That's fine. So kind of need to consolidate these. So I might have to go down on one of the gauges just to cut it out. But what I could do here is, I was going to make a mess of it. Make kind of a mess of this. Let's see what can I get rid of that I don't need? What's that one? Wheel slip. I need wheel slip. Fuel. Wheel slip. Track switcher. Starter. Okay, so that's the one that's not there. So try to figure this out. All right, so what's this panel? So let's get the numbers going here. So this will be 17. I'll redo the daisy chain. That doesn't matter. All right, so that's 17. That's going to be 18. 18. That can stay the same. That is rear lights now. This is going to be, what do we have here? Engine temp and engine RPM. That's fine. And then I want to move in. I have starter. Starter's not there. Speed, volts, battery. So let's go speed. Speed. Dial 0 to 65. Okay. And then whatever speed was, 6. So that will go to 6 now. Okay. So this is now a none. Rather, this is a none. Okay, so what do I not limit losing? I want my engine temp and RPS, speed, engine start stop, engine, come on. Volts and battery. What's that? Fuel. I'll keep fuel on one side. It tends to be not one you really need all that much, so yeah, so fuel is going to go to none. And I'll split these three off the top. So we'll have wheel slip here. Wheel slip. That's going to be an indicator. All right, and then, so that will go to, so what's the number on that one? That is 10. So that is 10. All right, so this will go to none. All right, then what is this? What is 3? 3 is Gen S watts 11. Gen S watts 11. Dial. Gen S watts. And what did I put? 0 to 200, I think. That's 11. All right, and then track switcher needs to be changed. Track switcher is going to be, no, yeah, track switcher will need a number change. So this will be track switcher, button push, and I'll screw with the number in a second here. So this can now go away. Glad I caught that was on symmetry before I really annoyed myself with that. There we go. Okay, so that's good. All right, so let's see. Indicator, additive, red for that. All right, and so red, there, red, there. All right, so let's get these numbers fixed. So 17, 18. This will stay the same. Set speed's the same. This one here, I think, did I make it 19 yet? I think this is 18. This will be 19 now. 19. Okay, these are the same. These are the same. Track switcher is the only one that needs to change, so that's 20. All right, so that will fix us here. So that should make it so that I can daisy chain these out and have independent control. So I need to fix them now. So this will go up to there. And to the dash will go, or panel is what it should be. Where am I going here? There. Okay. So those are connected up now. So that's going to allow me to put an ore in here. Let's get rid of you. I don't need you. So this will allow me to control it from either side. So 13, 7, what is it? 17, 18, 17 and 18. That's 17, that's going to be 18 here. All right, and then these are going to go like that. All right, so that now allows me to control it from either side. This panel really can't grow, but that's all right. I can hook the panel up to something else to do things like lights. Let's see what I'm doing here on this. So, what is this? So that's RPS. I'm just putting in a fake number to boost it because it's not at a real number. Tack calibration. What is this? Oh, this is like heating, so I don't need that. This is my tack calibration. That is, don't know what this is. So let's make, let's get these numbers written down here. I haven't gone through these yet. Then we'll end the episode here. I just want to make sure that this loco's running so that we can put it in the game. So let's see. 3 is going to be set speed. Is 15. And that can be 15 on the other side as well. It is. Okay, good. Let's see. Master power is good. Engine start stop is good. Engine temp and RPM are good. And I have to write the numbers down. Okay. Temp is 3. RPM is 4. It's 4. Okay. Starter is 5. It's 5. So that's just an indicator. Will go off if it's starting. Speed is going to be 6. Volts is 7. Battery is 8. 8. Fuel is 9. Okay. Wheel slip 10. S-watts is going to be 11. And track switcher is both 12 and 20. TS is 12 and 20. Okay, and then my lights are, F lights are going to be 16 and, oh, I forgot the number on this one, 19. And rear lights are 19. Okay, so let's get in there and plug and plumb. So the lights I'm going to do on a separate lighting panel. Let's get all this plumbed up. So that is, let's go ahead and, where is this taken from? 15. Okay, let's do this. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Get my delete key not working? Okay, my delete key on my keyboard is not working. That's not good at all. That's terrible. Okay. There we go. Okay, so now what do I need to do is get rid of that too. All right, so I'm going to make them all fresh here. Like this can stay. All right, so I do not know what that is, but I don't care. I'll fix it later. All right, so let's go and start doing my writes here. So we're going to write an on-off. So the only thing that I write that's on-off is starter and wheel slip. So start is 5, wheel slip is 10. So that'll be 5. This will be 10. Okay, so 5 is if the starter goes, so that's real simple. Just drag off the starter. Okay. And then wheel slip, I don't think I have a node to read wheel slip. Let me look. Brake, speed directional, rev, speed absolute, master power, to dash, panel forward, starter, battery alt, radiator. Could do a pass through. Yeah, this is annoying. You know what I'm gonna do? Let's do this. This panel does not need to be in the roof. It can be in the floor. And that way this can swell without me having to reinvent the wheel to just do something as simple as that. Okay, good. Wheel slip. And I just didn't save what I did either, probably. Wheel slip. Yeah, I didn't save it. Alright, whatever. Not a big deal. Alright. So let's redo it now. Right, on off. So we went 5 and 10. Okay, so did I make a wheel slip? I did. It's right there, somewhere over here. There we go. So wheel slip is 10, so we get a wheel slip, we'll get a light. If our starter is on, we will get a light. Okay, daisy dash. All right, next I need to write numbers. What am I writing here? So I'm writing, let's see, where do I have to go to? Set speeds 15, 15. So let's say 3 to 15. All right. So start channel 3 is temp. So engine temp. So engine temp is 3 on here is temp. Okay, let me go like that, and that will line up. Bingo. All right, next thing I need, RPM is 4. So I like RPM, so I'm going to do a function x times 60. And that's going to give me RPM. All right, RPM is for speed 6. We want the, where are we looking here? Speed is going to be absolute, so I need to find speed absolute. Speed directional, and the other speed is the absolute, wherever that may be. Speed absolute right here. Okay, good. So that's in meters per second. Trying to decide. Kind of want. I think I'm going to do kph. You know, it's a Soviet thing of being kph. So 3.6. All right, so speed absolute. Let's go function x times 3.6. That's going to give us that. All right, and that goes to, what's that? 6, 6. And this I think could be deleted at some point. What is my next one that I have here? Volts. All right, volts is, what is it? Delta times 3600, I think I do. So trying to remember this one. I always have to go copy it, and then that's going to be my voltage. Volts is there. Am I doing these wrong? 3, 4, RPM 5 is 6. No, what is that? 5 is start. Okay, so I need to skip one. So 6, 7. Okay, that's good. 5 is taken up by the starter command, or the starter light. So delta is going to come off the battery, wherever my battery may be. It's by the alternator, I think. Battery, yep. Batteries goes to this delta here. So that should give me voltage, and then after that, I get battery at 8. And so I like to do times 100, so I get it as a percentage. Battery there. Okay, what is that? Fuel 9, so we need to take in the fuel number. So again, good thing I made the panel bigger. Number input, fuel. And then we could do lights out of here as well. Alright, and I'll keep with the metric theme and we'll do liters there. What is that? Wheel slip 10. So wheel slip's already done. S watts 11. So I need to take in the generator. Don't really need S watts. I don't know why I put that in there, but I'll keep it for now. You know, we have the voltage. It tells us what our voltage is. I don't really need to know what the S watts are, but so let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Skip 10. This is 11. Okay, for S watts. All right, track switcher is going to be 12 and 20. So I need, I'll just put it in for now. I'm not going to do it, but I'll just grab my other switcher stuff later. And so that should set us up. So let's go take a very quick little run here. What is this? This is, did I do RPS up there? I did RPS up there. Okay, so that's fine. I don't need that. That was just for the truck anyway. All right, let's take this. Let's cut this. Let's paint it actually to be this floor color. All right, I'll just do it like this then. Thank you very much. Because I had additive on. Cut you and then put that in the floor somewhere. Let's put it in here, I think, in the fuel tank. All right, so that's in the fuel tank, and then let's hook up the last couple things to this. So we have S watts comes off the generator. We have fluid level, fuel right there. What else do we have? Master power is going to go out to a bunch of stuff here like radiator, to the backlights. Okay, and then a relay for my battery needs. So hopefully this doesn't paint over something that I dearly don't want it to paint over. All right, let's find, where's the relay going here? Right here's fine. Relay is going to master power. Radiator is going to be started by, actually have a radiator switch for when it overheat, or when the heat goes up. Track switcher I'll do later. So we're getting there. Just taking me a minute. Wheel slip is going to come off of just one of the wheels is fine. That's all connected. Electricity, let's bang together some elec. So have our battery. I'll do a backup battery at some point. The gen is going to go there. Theoretically, if I'll actually connect it. You connect to you and you. These don't need it, so I'm not going to bother. That needs it. All my engine stuff is getting connected together and goes to the master side. My lights, all my lights here will be on the same thing. And my lights will go to the master side. The nice thing about a flip switch is you don't need power for it, so I don't need the power to start that. So these will be on the master. These have flashlights in them. I'm not going to bother screwing around with which one is flashlight and which one is not. This one is unpowered. That is unpowered. All right, so I think we might be able to run, quote unquote, might be able to run this without infinite electricity. So let's spawn it. Shut off infinite electricity. We need infinite fuel on because I need to fill that tank up. So I need a filler and everything else. Let me actually jump up on this like a normal person, see if I can get up. I should put a step there. Let's see if this, symmetries, please, thank you. So let's see if this works for me to get up onto this. How did that get painted that color? Weird. Okay. So I like the way that looks better anyway. So you copy that. And what's inevitably needs painting there. Okay. Yeah, I think that looks better like that. Just looked unfinished or like a mist block without it. Okay. All right, enough nonsense. Let's go ahead and spawn it. All right, let's try to actually jump up on this like a normal person. Okay, I can get up. That's all I care about. All right, it's good. So let's go ahead. We'll turn on master power. Engine start, stop. All right. So engine temp, we have RPM, running volts is fine. We're showing a slight discharge. Speed, nothing. Battery is good. Fuel, we're not showing anything because there's nothing in the tank. No SWATs at the moment. Track switcher and wheel slip. Let's go forward. So this needs to be fixed, but I'm not worried about it at the moment. Do I look like a weirdo sitting this low? Nope, my feet are fine. I'd look like a weirdo if I was sitting higher, I think. I can still see really well, so I can kind of hang here and look around. Let's play with my speed on this side. So I can control my speed from this side. This should be reversed. Yeah, this needs to be reversed. So this should not be decrease speed. This should be okay. So that needs to be flipped. And we're doing KPH at the moment. Yeah, so like forward is this way, reverse is this way. So that needs to be re-indexed for about 120 kilometers an hour, something like that. And then we can sit here. No, we can't. There's no padded seat there, so that needs a padded seat. So we're not derailing. The nice thing of sitting in the seat is I can go third person now. So that's working well for me. It's a familiar place there. So I'm let's look at our RPM. So if we look at our RPM, we're only doing 276. Let's see what that is. Of course, I convert it, and then I don't know what to change it to. 276 divided by 60, 4.6. So we can go up to 10. So we're going max speed with no load, and the engine's not stressed at all. So let's go ahead and recall it. I know this video is getting long, but I want to kind of finish with this being in game. So let's edit the workbench. Let's save it. Okay, let's go ahead and move it all the way forward. Okay, let's grab... what do I want to grab? My weight car. And let's see if these will connect. The weight car has the old wheels on it, so let's see. Okay. And I think I can manually release the brakes on this. So as you can see, this has buku weight. Let's let's do a pick. I haven't done a pick for some of these videos, and that's tough for me to get them out when I don't do a pick. So, all right. So let's go ahead and let's do this. Give this a run. You know, some minor stuff to fix, not really bad what I need to fix. So we're moving. I wish I knew my set speed. So we're having a little stall issue there. The clutch is probably just coming on a little bit strong. I could probably drop the p-value down to keep that from happening. So I think the clutch is coming on too fast. But the engine's not revving up. So that's kind of annoying me, is that engine is not revving up. So what is my... See, my modular... See, that's barely sending any air to my... See, the throttle settings are super low, so this should be throttling up. All right, so I will work on that next time. I'll probably work on a little bit off screen, and then I want to get this in there. So, you know, it's a little bit of a longer one, but again, it's a build video, and it takes some time to get this up and running. So I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you in the next one.